Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. I hope you're all well. I'm still doing good, thank you. I am still lacking energy, but as regards my knee and mechanicals, yeah, doing really well, working well. So thank you for joining me and welcome to everybody. So today I am going to make this lovely little piece of ephemera. I really love it. So in a recent video, well, not a video I made recently, but a video that was aired recently, I asked people if they had any recommendations for channels that, you know, perhaps I hadn't seen, who they'd found some really good stuff on, and yeah, I've had a couple, so I am looking at them. This one is from one such channel. This is from Le Café Craft, who is a French lady. She speaks English on her videos, and Patricia, yeah, that's it. Patricia her name is, and I believe it was Jodie. Thank you, Jodie, that put me onto her. She said she's quite amusing. And she absolutely is. She's very funny. So I have only watched 3, I think, of her videos so far. But yeah, she's a very funny lady. I've enjoyed them. So this is what she calls. I will put a link in the description because obviously it's her make. I have simply copied what she's done this time. Just about, not quite, but just about to the letter. So it is what she calls a double pocket envelope flip, I think, and it's gusseted. Don't know how, you might be a bit close to that, I don't know. It's very bright here in the conservatory and I can't see the phone picture, but yeah, you can see it's gusseted down the side. It's absolutely lovely. I thoroughly enjoyed making it. I perhaps didn't talk to fasten it up because I'll need to show you what I'm going to do, but obviously it's not too involved, it's not difficult. You do have to think about it a little bit. I ain't quite finished that off there, look. Need to put something over that, don't I? Perhaps one of those. Yeah, so bits of it I changed and altered as I was going along, just because I couldn't find things that I wanted, basically. But yeah, on the whole, it is her make. So like I say, I'll link the video down below so you can go and watch her do it properly if you want to. Yeah, so, and she's made it with exactly the same paper that I've chosen here, which was back pages from an atlas. I'm thinking now, I wished I'd, yeah, maybe coffee dyed them or something, but, you know, I'm sure I'll be making lots of these in the future, so I might just do that. So it's made with 3 pieces. I've cut them out in advance because, like I say, it's going to be quite a long video, I think. Cutting as well as everything else I need to do, and as you know, I'm not sitting and crafting too long at the moment, so I'll just tell you the size of the pieces that I've done, but you can make them any size you want. I did use her sizes, I did use Patricia's sizes. So this long one, this back one here, is 10 inches by 4, if I remember rightly, yeah, so 10 by 4 inches. And then the middle one, which is a little bit taller than that, but you'll see why in a minute, is 7 inches by 6, and the 2 extra inches each, the extra inch each side is for the gusset. And then one nearly the same size as that, yeah, 6 inches again, and just like what, 1/4 of an inch or 1/2 inch less. Yeah, 1/4, so 6 3/4. So 4 inches by 10. Both of these 6 wide, and one 7 and one just under 7. And you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so the first one, the back one, we want to fold the flap first. Oops, stay there. Doesn't want to. Put it over here. Right, so we want to measure it up 7 inches, because the actual finished pocket is 7 inches, and then the flap is 3. You can have a smaller flap, a bigger flap, whatever you want to do. Patricia even said you could make it with no flap and just have these as, you know, just 2 pockets on your page, which is a good idea as well. So this is how she scored a flap. I have done this before myself, but I've never seen anyone else do it, so I'm pleased I'm not the only. Yep, so is that a 3-inch flap? I think it is, and then this would be a good time to corner your edges there. Round your corners even, if you intend to, because you can still get them the same. Yeah, this is the problem. I've got so much, well, so little space really on my desk for the things that I need on it. Okay, so that's the back piece, and that's all ready to go, really. That was easy, wasn't it? And then the next one, I don't suppose it matters which one we do next. We'll do the shorter one. We're going to do both of these the same, actually. So, so you put it in with the 7 inches that way, and I scored 1 inch in from both edges. Yep, so they'll fold up like that. Then I turned the whole thing over and scored the 1/2 inch. Oops, which is what will create the gusset at the side, which will enable you to fill this pocket with loads of goodies, you know, particularly if it's a loaded envelope that you are thinking of filling and sending to somebody, rather than putting in your journal. And then you just go with your creases and fold them over, and that's your gusset done, all ready to go. Obviously you can take a lot longer and be a lot more precise about it. We do exactly the same to the taller one. So 1 inch, score that way, 1 inch and score that way, turn it over and your 1/2 inch over and 1/2 inch. Right, now I have to think about which one is going to be, one of them is going to be tucked under, and it's going to be the longer one. So no, it's going to be the shorter one. Yeah, so this one also needed a do 3/4, yeah, a 3/4 inch tuck from the bottom. Okay, so that's the bit that's going to hold it all together. So as you've seen before, when you create a pocket with gussets, we cut this bit out at a slight angle, like that, just so it folds over easy, doesn't clash. And then I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to fold these two together and just put them in my corner rounder. Oh, well, attempt to. Let's try again, shall we? Here together. Okay, might have to do them one at a time then, if that's how it's feeling. All right then, I'll cut them with my scissors. It obviously wasn't enough room there for it to fit in the corner rounder. So just round it off a little bit. Now if you're sitting it flat on your page, it doesn't really matter. But, you know, if you're going to have it as a happy mail or a removable piece, it just makes it prettier, that flap. Okay, so the flap will be going, yeah, in the same direction. Sorry, I'm sure I was off. The flap will be going in the same direction as the gusset, like that. Okay, so let's put these gussets back in. For some reason they haven't I done them, or haven't I folded them? Pass, don't know. So I hope you're all well, guys. It is a very, very sunshiny afternoon here, after we've had Storm Franklin this morning, which was wild. It's the only way to describe it. Yes, wet and wild and windy. Yeah, quite ferocious. We woke up to it. So what's going to happen is this bit will fit on there like that, and then that bit will fit in there like that, and they will both fit in there. Okay, that's how it's going to work. Trying to think which way I did it next. I think I might have put those two together. I think I did. Yeah, just to stop all my bits flying around. So yeah, I'm going to glue in here, but you don't want that up too tight because we've got the other piece that's going in the middle. Yeah, so don't glue right up to your crease, and don't push it right up to the crease when you actually glue it. I'm using Fabric today just to give me a little bit of a slide if I need it, and a bit of room for manoeuvre, a bit of time I should say for manoeuvre. Okay, I so hope that's on camera and that you can see it. That's it. So we'll just leave that to dry a few minutes, and then if you can see, she covered the inside flaps, tops of the flaps with well, she used napkin and tissue paper, I think. She said particularly because it, you know, it folded there with no problem. You could cover it with any pretty papers, or you could just make it. You could make it with digitals or you know, 12 by 12 papers and not have to cover it at all. I've taken apart one of these bags from Tania at Tattytreasure. So I just love this black damask. As you can see, I'm going to do this one the same. So it's the inside, not the outside at the moment, that we're covering. Where shall I take it from? I think I cut that across there. I did. Yep, you don't have to be too precise. Makes a good noise, doesn't it? If I remember rightly, I used my glue stick for this and just glued the whole of this because it is quite a nice strong bag. I can't remember how many she sells them in now. She does have 2 different sizes, I know that, and I think she might even do a bag of mixed sizes. I might be wrong, but yeah, they're very affordable, and obviously they come in about 5 or 6 at a time. Beautiful. Beautiful for all sorts of things in your crafting. I use them all the time. Yep, so just overlap it a little bit. The flap. Oops. They're going to come off. Yes, that's lucky, isn't it? You see, tissue paper may not have done that. I was a little bit slap happy putting it down. Not like me. Lol. Okay, that's it. And I think I will also just use my, yeah, just to bring that down a little bit as well. That's it. So, you know, it's a really intricate looking piece that isn't difficult to make. Yeah, so don't be put off by all the little parts. When I first, that's why I made a prototype. When I first sat down to make it, I thought, oh, that looks like it's going to be complicated. It really isn't. In fact, I thoroughly enjoyed making it. And yeah, I will be making lots more of them in all sorts of colourways. I'm already thinking flower fairies. Alright, I've put that on a bit sideways on, look. I say look, but I don't know if you could, because I don't know if I was in the screen. Put a few things to the side out the way. And a few lids on. Okay. Right, I think that might just about be covered, the bit that I've left. Is that? Yeah, so always check. Obviously that's not going to go down there, which is exactly what I did last time. And I think remembering back now that she might have cut this to 1/2 inch less, if I remember rightly. Let's see. But yeah, you know, you can trim it down as you go. Just keep checking. That's all you need to do. Just keep checking. So, still a tiny bit more. Just a smidge. You just want it to close nice and easily. Yeah, and I'm thinking so many different book pages this is going to be nice in, isn't it? It is quite thick, I have to say, this paper. Like I say, this is the Atlas index, but you know, it would be a lot thinner made out of digital or something like that. Right, I was going to cut the holes, but if I'm going to cover them, perhaps cutting the holes would be better when they're covered. So this is just some, I think it's Craft Consortium. Yes, what sort of paper is that called? Decoupage paper, that's it. Yeah, and you don't need very much on this one because there's not a lot of it going to be on show. So don't waste your paper if it's going to be hidden. Yeah, easy as that. Blue book. Gosh, it's getting quite warm in here. Starting to make me think summer might be on its way, even though we're in the midst of a week of storms. Yeah, and I wasn't sure whether you were going to get a video today or not. Yeah, I'm still struggling very much a lot of the time. I don't even mind that bit's showing up with energy. So yeah, I didn't put myself under any pressure whatsoever. I just thought, well, if the time comes and I feel like sitting up and doing it, I will. And if it doesn't, I'll leave everything on the table and maybe do it tomorrow. So maybe that was a good move because I have managed to get up and do it. I did have a particularly tired day yesterday, shall we say. That one's going in there, and then this one, some more of this on here. Yeah, and I didn't do any filming at all yesterday, so I will only be a day ahead now. On the bottom of that. But that's okay. Thought I'd cut that short, but I haven't. Okay. I don't really need to cut it, do I? But it's going to be trimmed. Which way up did I put the other piece? Not that it matters particularly, but yeah, that's the way up I put it. Yeah, my brain stopped working then. I think it's because I was in the middle of talking to you. I stopped and I've lost my thread now. Whoopsie. So yeah, I just got up and had a go at making one when I'd seen a video. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had to stop and sit down a few times. Just thinking I've glued that, but never mind. It's me saying don't use more than you have to, and I've glued something. But if I let it dry flat, I'm sure I'll be able to reuse it. Or I'll stick it on there somewhere. That's going to be the front, that is. I'm going to stick a bit down here, I think. Again, you probably couldn't see that. Yeah, why not? Yeah, so again, I'm following what Patricia did in as she used the same one there and a different one there. Yeah, I was thinking, and I'm going to be doing some stuff with my napkins soon, so I'm thinking napkins would be lovely over some book page on this, wouldn't they? Yeah, I'm just trying to get everything done before I glue together, because there's so many things you can't do once you've glued together. For instance, getting these holes in the same place. And I know it wants to be about 5, I think, centimetres. It's about there. But the thing is, as long as they're in line with each other, when things are not in line, they really stand out. Obviously, letting that dry a bit longer would be good, but we're on film, so we can only do what we can do. And of course, I think the real fun part about these, you'll find if you give it a go, is the embellishing. You know, I did this one, to be honest, really quickly because I'd run out of energy. But yeah, they're going to be amazing fun to embellish. They really are. It's alive, this one. I think you need to keep squashing these down. Particularly because this is such strong paper, this atlas paper, or this particular one. Oh, do you know, I've got some lovely maps as well that I've been wanting to use. They're quite thin paper. These would be nice with map paper, wouldn't they? Oh, I just want to sit and do oodles of them. You're a little bit twisted. No, just a bit lively. Yep, so that's going to fit in there. You can see the 2 different pockets there. Now with this one, I forgot to cover the outside of the flap. And the thing is, this is upside down, this writing's upside down. So if that bothers you, you need to cover that, yeah, before you put this on. So I think I'll do that now while I'm thinking about it. And I'm just wondering what I want on it. Do I want to change what I'm putting on it? Or do I want more of this? And I do love this. Where have I got it on the outside? I've got it there on the outside, haven't I? Yeah, so it might have to be this, which is what I put on that one. Yeah, I mean, then you can you know, put other stuff on top of it, can't you? Am I going to have to open another paper? Where have he gone? Piece open in here somewhere. No? Okay. We'll have a fresh piece then. This dark one in the middle's nice actually. Just cut into it. Sorry if you can't see. Yeah, I'm just cutting a random piece out the middle. So wasteful. Well, you know, it will just end up in a pile of pieces on my desk. And you know what happens to those piles? We end up making videos out of them, so yeah, there won't be any waste going on, will there? Yeah, I think what I need to do is cover the whole thing, so I'll just glue stick. In fact, it doesn't even matter if it goes over the back edge, does it? Because this one, I believe, is going to be stuck down in the 1000 subscriber giveaway journal. So I'm hoping to put, you know, everything, well, some of everything in it that I've made over these last few weeks, so that, you know, should you win it, you'll be able to look back and see all the pieces being made as well as the journal. Oops. Yeah, I've got a lot of mess to the side of me, wants tidying up when I'm done. Again, you can be as precise or not as you wish. I'm sure you'll be more precise than me, because you'll take your time instead of going at it like a bull in a china shop. Yep, so again, I've got that flap is fine because it's got really thin paper both sides. It is very wonky, that, isn't it? Right, the next thing I'm going to do before I start putting it together, I think will also be easy while it's like this, is give it an ink. And this is another thing that I decided, you know, once I'm making it in slow motion, I will spend a lot more time on the inking, because there are various bits that show. Yeah, like in there, for instance, and just go, ooh, squeak. I just go down it now. But yeah, there are lots of bits that show that you don't think about, you know, like as that gusset opens, you can see inside there and inside there. Yeah, so if you're making them at home, just take your time and go around and give it a real good inking if ink is your thing. I mean, some of it you'll be able to do afterwards, but there are bits of it that if you don't ink now, you'll find it tricky to get at. Okay, I'm not going to bother too much at the back because it's going to be fastened down. And that front one I will be able to get to, but this one will be stuck inside, so this will be the trickiest bit. Ooh, squeak, squeak, squeak. Just trying to think which bits will be showing when the gusset opens. In there. And the bottom of that one will be in the middle, so it won't show. Okay, let's see if we've done enough there. Right, have I got everything done? Let's fold these again that I need to before we glue together. What about the policy closure? Yes, that needs to be done before we glue together. Good thinking, Denise. So I just put one down here somewhere. Central-ish. Oops. So yeah, like I say, I got this this lady's channel from Jodie, and I know I think Kim has sent me somebody to watch as well. Yeah, so feel free. I think it was Jodie that said, yeah, I said on the video that I was going to watch loads when I was in hospital. Clearly I didn't, but I'm just trying to get these central. But yeah, there's often times when you just fancy watching something different, isn't there, to the norm? And I'm so pleased. So I'm pleased she sent this one, because yeah, she's never come up on any of my searches and I've never seen anyone else talk about her or anything. So yeah, sometimes it's just a good way to see something different. Yes, one of these. Just wondering what one of these really big screw ones would look like. A bit too big, do we think? Let's try one. We'll never know until we try it, will we? Just start it going, that's it. Need a tiny hole in there, don't I? So I just put one on this one here. Just try not to add too much bulk to it, as it was, oops, hole not big enough for you. Yeah, as it's going in a journal. I mean, that is quite a bulky brad, actually. Whoops. Let's not send those brads all over the floor, eh? Yeah. That's nice and secure. And then I did put a disc on the inside of that one. Patricia just put a bit of washi, and I can see why. because it's not going to be on show, and if you put glue on it, it should hold it nice and firm, you know, just to stop anything you put in there getting caught on the legs of the brad. Okay, I didn't ink my brad. How annoying. Huh. Let's do these two. Oh, the top one, the bottom one won't want it, will it? Yeah, so the lady I watched didn't have the disc on the top. She put a hole with a crocodile and put an eyelet in it, which I did, and then could not find my eyelets anywhere. So I had to, that's why it's got that on the back. I had to stick, they need sticking together, don't they? No, they don't. That one needs sticking on the bottom. Yeah, so I could have sworn I brought some eyelets with me, but obviously not, because they're nowhere to be found. Yeah, so I had to change what I did and just put a policy closure. I thought I'd done those together. That'll do. On the top, yeah, even though I'd already punched a hole. But we got there, yeah, they're definitely not in a circle, Denise. Well, they are at one point. There we go. Right, so, oh look, I didn't leave much room there, did I? Wasn't watching what I was doing. Better go a bit higher up with this one. So about there, do we think? Yeah, my fingers are not behind that. You'll be pleased to know. Right, that needs some glue on it to stop it spinning. The bottom one, just to stick it to the paper. Through. Don't want to open that one. Gosh, that's a stiff one. Let's give it a bit of all. There we go. Yeah, and then I have got one of these, look, so I will just, I think I'm going to use the fabric tack so I can get it in the right place. Coming out, or are you just pretending? There we go. I nearly couldn't see where it was then. Yeah, okay. Lovely. So, all we've got to do now is glue these in somewhere straight. Yeah. Oh, I put two completely different brads on that. Yep. Just don't quite look straight there. I don't know if it's, I haven't quite trimmed it accurately. Looks better. Oh, that's a bit better. Yep, so we're not going to go too far into the crease down there again. And obviously we've got enough room at the top there also. So the last one I did with my Cosmic Shimmer, but it dried very, very quickly. I do want a little time to get it in the right place. So I'm going to go with fabric tack this time. Both good glues, I think, so yeah, no issues there. Just if you spill this one, if you go outside where you want it to be and it catches your papers, you have a bit of a shiny snail trail, shall we say. Okay, so not quite in the crease at the bottom, but nearly. Everything tucked in up there. Oh, yeah, I did need to slide it, so I'm pleased that I did. Yep. So we'll give that a moment. Obviously I know the bottom's open, but you don't need to seal the bottom of that one because, you know, it can't go any further. It's sealed by that. Sticking. Oh, obviously the the Cosmic Shimmer grabbed it straight away and there was no waiting, so maybe I should have used that. Yeah, make sure you're not stuck down the sides. We were. Yeah, we definitely were. So I'm going to have a go with the Cosmic Shimmer this time, just because I think it was easier. Yeah, everything looks like it's lined up nice. Oops. Yeah, still can't do a straight line to save my life. But never mind. Who wants a straight line? Okay. Yeah, so not so much chat for me today, guys. I'm just finding my way back into thinking. Thinking and doing at the same time without the chatting as well. But please do chat to me in the comments. I'll chat back to you there when I've got time to think. Yeah, again, make sure your gussets are not sticking. There's obviously a bit of fabric tack in that one. Yeah, yeah. So the fabric tack does leak a bit, so maybe that's... Now, you can make your gussets a lot smaller if you don't want them that big. I'm just going to leave mine extended a minute or two while they dry, and show you that here I used a snippet from the page. Remember the page edge snippets that I made? I just cut a piece off that, piece of washi tape, an odd butterfly, an odd ticket number. You know, you can really go to town. Ooh, we're stuck up. Why are we stuck up? Because we missed a bit. There we go. Yes, go to town with your decorating. I have here a couple of these butterfly specimen. Too big. No, it's not. It's going to fit down there. Beautiful, isn't it? I know it covers that, but I don't mind. Yeah, we'll have some of that on. You're inked. Yeah, so the beauty of making these embellishments ahead of time is, yeah, you suddenly can embellish a bigger piece with lots of these, and it looks very, you know, involved. Yeah, love that. Now it is text on text, I appreciate, but yeah, I don't dislike it. Obviously I've made quite grungy ones. You could make really, really pretty versions of them. What have I got here? I've got a little pot of, oh no, they're my days and my dates. Can't use those for my planner. What have I got here? Some bits and pieces here. A label. Yeah, let's have a label. I quite like that one. Shove that up there. Yeah, like I say, this really would be the fun bit. Yeah, I'm wondering if I can put some lace on it. Let's put this label on and see. Obviously I need to put some string around that policy closure. Maybe some lace down here. I've got any lace. I'm sure I had some a minute ago. Oh, I've got this that I keep using, but I'm sure I had a big roll somewhere. Yeah. The lace that my lovely hubby bought me on his travels when I was in hospital, and he was trying to cheer me up. And it is vintage lace. Yes. Definitely want some of that on it. That way, or do I want a bit hanging over? Oops, put that back where we got it from. I think it might be a bit too much. Let's go with a bit less. I'm just going to go with it because I could just play with it all day, couldn't I? And I've done this in one sitting. I'm not sure how long I've been sat here. Like I say, I can't see the screen of my phone for the sunshine. Do we want that bit on as well? No. We want some string though, Denise. I think I took this out of one of these, which are tags from Tania's shop at Tattytreasure. I'm going to be doing something with those soon. Yeah, I haven't done anything to my squeaky table yet. Well, I have mentioned it to Neil, so I'm hoping that something will be done soon. Yep, go on, round you go. That should be well glued on now, shouldn't it? Oh, I was going to cut it before I pulled it tight. That wouldn't have been clever, would it? There we go. There we go. Yeah, and you can just, the beauty of these is you can get so much in them. Am I thinking more is more, and I might want another something on here. So we've got Tracy labels. Paid. Oops, that's not what I meant. Just wondering about a bit of colour. There's a little bit of blue lineage on that label at the top, so I'm thinking if I put a little bit of a blue label there. Yeah, I mean, if you sat and just mass made a few of these, and you could cut all your pages to size. Yeah, I'm sure when I'm well enough I'll be having a go. Yeah, and then glue them all together. Oh, you could have such fun just sitting and embellishing them all. Completely different. Yeah. Now again, I don't know if I said or not, but Patricia did say it in her video that, you know, you could cover the back as well if you wanted it to be a floating piece or a piece of fabric mail, or not. You could just stencil on that or ink it. Yeah, once again, the possibilities absolutely endless. So yeah, thank you, Jodie, for finding me the new channel to watch, because that led me to finding a new piece of ephemera to make, which is, yeah, it's not always easy, is it, to find a new piece of ephemera. I know lots of you are, you know, quite ingenious in the things that you make out there. You know, my creativity is not really with me at the moment, so yeah, finding somebody who can show me stuff to have a go at. So pleased, so pleased. So let me know if you can have a go. Let me know if you watch this lady anyway and you know, I'm late to the party. Yeah, let me know if you've enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll chat to you, and all being well, if I'm feeling okay, I'll see you again tomorrow. Okay guys, thanks ever so much for watching. Bye bye.